back to Small Talk, small conversations with huge impact. Now exclusively on Spotify, powered by Anchor. And my name is Alec. I'm your host. And if you like this episode, go ahead and check out the other amazing episodes that we have here because we have a lot of episodes since we're doing the daily podcast. But if this is your first time, then I just want to say welcome to the show. I hope that you find value in this and I hope that this could make you a better person somehow. And if you are an avid listener of the podcast, if you've been listening to the podcast for the nth time, then welcome back to the show. I am just so happy that you're here. Nandito ka pa, nag-aaral, natututo, nag-expand para naman maka-grow or maka-get to your next level as well. And so for our episode for today, this is a very, very special episode because we have here a special guest. You can see if you're watching this on Spotify. This is the malalaman mong sobrang it's a hybrid episode. It's a live online episode. But yeah, I'm here joined with Coach Yani. Hi, Coach Yani.
Hi everyone.
Yan.
Set up.
Yeah, and basically, dito lang naman si Coach Yani to give you guys, to give us a question na sasagutin natin on the show. Kasi ginulo ko lang po siya dahil siya po ay nagre-record ng kaniyang podcast which is the School of Bliss. Before you ask your question, Coach Yani, can you share what School of Bliss is all about?
Yes, thank you so much, Alec, for this ambush interview. No? Para pala siyang, ang tawag dito, yung sa radyo, tatawag ka to get an advice. You ask a question sa DJ and then the DJ will answer your question. So anyway, hi everyone. My name is Yani. I am relaunching my podcast and renaming it to the School of Bliss. The School of Bliss is basically a podcast where we will be discussing health, happiness, and wealth. And basically, I created this podcast because I want to learn things that school don't teach us. So if you're interested to learn more about that, then go ahead, follow my podcast at the School of Bliss, and the School of Bliss on Spotify, and I'd be happy to share my daily diary of new learnings to you guys.
Yes, thank you so much, Coach Yani, for sharing. I'm sure a lot of people are excited to listen to your podcast, The School of Bliss, coming out very soon. So, sige, Coach Yani. Thank you, no? Go ahead. What is your question for our viewers today?
Thank you po, DJ Alec. Ang tanong ko lang po, ang tanong ko po sa inyo, and this was my question earlier to you during lunch, diba, is that how do you know that you are completely healed if you still have relapses of your traumas? But you know na, okay, wala na yun sa akin. Pero there will always be times that you will feel na parang, uy, naalala ko na naman yung feeling and it doesn't feel good. Alam mo yun. And I think that is really the trauma. So how can you, or do you actually, di how eh, but do you actually completely heal with something that has hurt you in the past?
Ayan. So, thank you so much for that wonderful question. I'd love to answer that. But yeah, go. Coach Yani won't be sticking for with us. She'll be recording her episodes. But yeah, I
I'll
love
listen
that
to it on
question.
the podcast.
Yes, definitely. Just listen to it to the podcast. Thank you so much for dropping by. Enjoy your recording. Okay, now I wanna talk about the question because that's actually a very very good question. Like, how do you know when you're fully healed, especially when you're experiencing relapses, right? And so I truly believe that, and for a bit of context, I have gone through my healing journey for the past couple of years, And actually, that was my main focus for the past couple of years, just learning how I could heal myself to the extent that the pain isn't there anymore. I remember last year when I was really heavy into my healing. Um, I remember every single day I would just wish that the pain would stop. Okay. I have experienced a terrible heartbreak last year, and I have been betrayed, hurt, scammed, and I was really depressed. And so I asked myself, when would I be fully healed? And I also, if you're if you're an avid fan of the podcast, you already know that I have been vocal about uh, my long term relationship before that didn't work. And I asked myself, would I be completely healed from that? And so, um, going deeper, the traumas that I gained from my parents, bringing them up, or sometimes I would get some triggers that would bring me back to the moments where I felt that, the traumas that I experienced when I was a child would, resurface back up. And I would ask myself, how or when would I be completely healed? And so a lot of people say that time heals everything, right? But does it? Does it really? And something that I want you to think about is the whole landscape, or the whole, or the big picture of healing. A lot of people think you try to heal, you watch a couple of videos online, you journal, you do some release work, you listen to small talk podcasts, and then you get to a point where you healed, right? I wish it was that way. But one thing that I learned about healing is that healing is not something that you can reach to an endpoint where you're just finished, you're just done, okay, and you've completely healed and you're ready to move on and create your new life. It's not like that. Healing, for me, is a journey that keeps on happening for the rest of your life. There will be times in your life where you would feel that this pain, um, and you would, hit a relapse in your life, and you would say, okay, I thought I'm already healed. Why am I feeling this way? If you feel that way, then I want to remind you that relapses are completely normal. Okay. And just because you're experiencing a relapse doesn't mean that your healing process is not effective or it's not working. Because healing is a process, is a continuous process that you need to be a part of. And ganito ko siya naiisip, or ganito ko siya nare-realize. Pag gusto mong mag-heal um, sa isang trauma or experience from your past, one thing that you gotta remember is that sometimes, um, but the whole healing process looks like this. When you are starting to heal, the pain or the relapses happens, let's say, every day, right? The more that you heal, the time, the time gap, or the interval of when you would experience the relapse would happen less frequent than you want to, less often than you want to. For example, you start your healing process. What would happen is, from it being every single day, that it would hurt every single day,